Welcome to Tender Heart.
Ex-girlfriend saves another girl from abusive boyfriend. Diana has always hated attention. She is shy, always has been, and every time she finds herself in the spotlight she immediately looks for the shadows. Very calm and quiet, you can seldom notice her, and in every discussion she never argues or contradicts anyone. Always eager to please, she tries so hard to make everyone happy and to not be thanked for that, practically the perfect wallflower. Of course there's a long list of insecurities that leads Diana down this path of humility and availability, from her childhood of bullying and loneliness, to her youth of being ignored and made fun of. Everyone made her feel like she wasn't entitled to have an opinion, like she was to accept every taunt and abuse in silence and with a smile on her face, because someone denied her of their attention. She of course is very smart and skilled, no matter what the others say, but she doesn't believe in herself very much. Her confidence never really grows in the years of her life, she only acknowledges her capabilities when it's helpful for others. Otherwise she considers herself an incompetent and useless person. No matter how many times her only friend keeps repeating to her how much she's valid. And to pretend her deserved respect, it was no use. Pointless. She nods and lowers her gaze, while her brain whispers in loop how these are all lies. Diana, the bringer of the thread, the hero saver and helper, she who's willing to lose everything and everyone just to be useful, to feel loved and appreciated, to aid anyone in need. She who listens to the cries of help and immediately finds a solution. She who's ready to follow the hero's lead without looking back, just to feel the warmth of a hug and the soothing words of a lover. Diana will be abandoned on an island in the middle of the sea alone, as soon as the hero doesn't need her anymore. Nomen omen, as the Latins say. That's probably why Diana easily falls into Jeff's trap, like a little and naive fly on a patch of honey. He nearly doesn't need to do anything. He just shows her a weak spot, a false weak spot, and lets her do all the work. Diana only wants to help him, thinking he is a pure soul like her in need of companionship and affection, but they are all lies. Jeff uses her like a puppeteer, making her do everything he wants and letting her think it was her decision to do so, and making her feel an inch of worth only as his slave. All the housework, the homework for the university exams, and every kind of favor he can think of. From the silliest to the most difficult and degrading ones. Everything is her responsibility, and if she fails or doesn't meet his expectations, Jeff doesn't hesitate to remind her how worthless and useless she is. He has no shame and no sense of guilt. On the contrary, he has no trouble in guilt-tripping Diana to make her do something, the few exceptional times she wasn't as ready as always to please him. Of course, she keeps silent and smiling, because that's what life taught her. This is the only thing she's good at, making others happy, and she often fails at that too. As Jeff always tells her, she's lucky he even talks to her and lets her stay with him. Otherwise no one would ever tolerate her stupidity and clumsiness. He's so patient and good to her, she should kiss the floor he walks on, and praise him like a god, and still she manages to disappoint him like the stupid idiot she is. But all the tears she spills on her pillow every night, the morning after are gone, and a big smile is glued on her lovely face. With no one to witness this torture, Jeff made her isolate from her friends. Diana is left alone, staring silently at the mirror, asking herself how to make it all stop. Finally, Jeff got tired of playing with her mind, and got rid of her. He dumped her, telling her he had better to do than waste time on a garbage dump like her, and left for good. Suddenly, Diana was free. But she didn't feel better at all. It was like a part of her lacked a purpose, a meaning. After months and months of recovery, good company from her real friend and many hours with a good psychiatrist, Diana started to get better, to feel better. She finally learned how to stand up for herself, and that she had worth like everyone else. And now she's drinking a coffee in a bar, hanging out with a friend, and she's enjoying the nice weather, the sweet hot cup of chocolate and the warm certainty of being loved and appreciated. And in this precise moment, Jeff comes into the bar, with another girl in his arms. Diana freezes up, her breath cut off, taken by surprise by this sudden unexpected encounter. While her friends are worried about her mental health, how she's coping with this, all of Diana's thoughts are centered on the girl with Jeff. A poor, young, lovely girl, with a face so full of hope and despair at the same time. a girl who didn't know any better. Diana can see herself in that girl's eyes, alone and with no one who can help her. Now Diana has friends, and a doctor that can help her understand that whoever tries to make you feel less than who you are is lying. But that girl probably isn't this lucky. She needs help, before it's too late. Diana cannot live with herself, knowing that Jeff is ruining another poor soul's life. She doesn't like to speak up, to be in the spotlight, but this time she has to. And so she stands up, and walks towards the poor girl. It's time to save a poor unfortunate soul. Maybe I couldn't help everyone survive, but I could, at least, save this one life, said Diana to herself.